Hey, welcome. This is Ken Big Blake with CanBigBlake.com, bringing you today the best series you need to have a business when only the best will do. All right, this is a three-part series. Part one is incorporating, part two is funding, part three is group economics partnerships. All right, so a little bit about me. What I'm going to do is share the screen, and as if you've been here before, you know that I'm going to take 2 to 3 minutes on the intro, 2 to 3 minutes on talking about what this is about. And at that point, 15 to 20 minutes going through the steps to take, and then it'll be open for questions. All right, so give me a second here. I'm going to share the screen. We'll be able to start moving forward. All right, here we go, guys. And I'll see you later. Okay, so me, Ken Big Blake, what I do, streamlining your mission to accomplish your goals. I help you save time, money, and point out ways your business can earn more revenue with fewer systems. So you guys can go to canbigblake.com or mrcanbigblake.com. And if you want to find out a little bit about me, it's right there. I'm an entrepreneur, veteran, realty investor, advisor, and a guide. So what we're going to talk about today is incorporate now. Most of you guys came here from the best series business, a three-part series for those with an entrepreneurial spirit. It's Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Thursdays, 8 to 9 p.m. The first week of the month, we're going to go over part one, incorporate. The second week of the month, part two, funding. The third week, part three, partnerships, right? So for those of you who come, you guys received an email. That email also had a password in it. That password is going to open up the business success channel. So that way you guys will be able to have some additional resources, and make sure that you send everyone else that you think this might interest to bestseries.business. That way they can register here. All right. So let's get into what we're here for. Incorporate now. All right. For those of you who are on the call, you can go to bestseries.business/incorporate now. Once you go to incorporate now, you'll be on this page here. Then you'll see where you can download the incorporating your business PDF now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that up so you'll know what it looks like. It is exactly the same as the website. You need to have a business. Do you want access to all the money available for business owners? Right? Most people expect hard, and that is why the easy escapes them. Complicated may be what they desire. So we're going to remove all the complications from getting incorporated, provide the steps to take process that's very simple. The free resource here, Business Success Channel, is going to take you to this page. Now, when you get to this page, you'll put the password in you received on your email. You can go to biz types and you can look up all of the different business types to figure out exactly which one you want to start. What we're going to focus on here is the limited liability company, the LLC. So when I click on that, you put that password in that you received, and it'll take you to a number of resources as well as a number of videos that'll be able to assist you. All right, so let's get started with those steps to take. All right, so the first thing that you want to do is think of a name. So try your last name with enterprise, your last name with associates, or just even the service that you're going to be providing. Hank paints houses, things of that sort. New World Plumbing, right? So once you think of that name, what you want to do is you want to click the button to check for domain names. Now, the reason why you want to check this first is because you have to also think about your brand. So you're going to want to have a website, different social networks. So let's just start with that, finding out if that's available, right? So here we go. First thing you're going to do when you click that is going to take you here to new web address. Once you go to new web address, you'll scroll down, check for that name. So the name I'm going to go to look for is best series list.com. All right, so this happens to be available. I could register that for $12.99 for 1 year. That's a good thing. I'm not going to register it now because more importantly, I also have to find out if that name is available on the website for the Secretary of State where I'll incorporate. So the next thing I'm going to do is going to click here for your corporate name check. So once I click on that button, it's going to take me here, the roster of the Secretaries of State. So what you want to do is scroll down to your state, or you can scroll down to the state that you decide that you want to incorporate in. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, so I'm going to go right there. And there we are. So shows me that Elaine Marshall is the Secretary of State elected, and I can hit North Carolina, and it will take me to that page. Now remember, these sites are all similar. They try to make it easy for you because if there's anything that the state wants, it's for you to have a business. So as simple as this, I want to, right? So what do I want to do? I want to check to see if that name's available. So what I'm going to do is look over here, business, start a business, check name availability. So when I click on that button, it'll take me to a basic search form, company, starting with search for. So let's see if best series list is available. Make sure I spell that correctly. Search. All right, so records found 0. All right, so me seeing that this here is a 0, now I know that I can not only incorporate best series list, but I can also buy that domain name so that I can also use it for maybe a one-page website that's going to, tell everything that I do and make sure that people can come there and also, get me some business. All right, so now that I see that's available, what's the next thing I want to do? Well, once I go back over here, what's that next step? Download the paperwork needed from the Secretary of State. So I'm going to go to this link right here. Now, guys, this link and this link is the exact same. So what I'm going to do is go right back to that page I was on, go right back up to I want to. Now I want to start a business. So now I can create a business online. That's simple. I'll just click that button, put in that information. I'll have to register, and then I can pay right then. Or I could just come right here and also start a business. And I'll share with you how it is this way. So choose a business structure. I could choose a name. I've already found out the names available. Register the business. I may not have to register it. You can read up on that. If you're in a different state, you may have to register your business with that state. So here it is, choose a business structure, get started. All right, so what do I want to form? A limited liability company, LLC. So I'm going to hit get started. Then it's going to take me to the forms, right? So what I need for a limited liability company is the articles of organization. I see that my Secretary of State is going to charge me $125, and it's going to be a PDF form used to register a North Carolina limited liability company, articles of organization. So when that populates down here, I'm going to open that file, guys. You'll see it's a simple 2-page form. We will have a video that you'll be able to have access to at the end of the month. You'll receive all of the videos from the 3 different courses, as well as all of the different forms that are in those videos to share with you a quick way to fill it out. The video shouldn't be any more than 3 to 5 minutes long. So now what was the name of that company we decided? It was Best Series List. But here we have to make sure we put LLC. Now you don't have to put these words together. You can always separate them any way that you want to. You can always look for them any type of way that you want to see if it's available as well. So now the name of the person, that's going to be who's executing these articles. I will put my name if I'm doing it, my business address, I'm a member and an organizer. So once I've completed both of these forms, filled it out, printed it, then I'll be able to scan it back in as a PDF so that I could send it to the Secretary of State to pay. What I suggest you do is always take it this way, fill it all out, have your copy, and then you can do it online if your state allows you to put it online. All right. So I'm going to leave that site. So after I've filled the paperwork out, I paid. I could also hire someone to do that paperwork for me if I'm, uncomfortable about it. You can also hire me, $49 for an hour. I'll take care of all this information for you, but you'll be able to see that when we move forward. Now, once you have that information out of the way, you want to check for your employer identification number. Now, you can receive this the same day. In some cases, it might be uh, 5 days, no more than 14 days, but most of the time you can fill this out and you can have your EIN number the exact same day. Once you get that employer identification number, or what some people may call a FEIN, Federal Employer Identification Number, what you'll do at that point is you'll be able to wait for your corporate docs to come back from the state showing that you've actually been incorporated. Then you'll be able to open your bank account. So when you click on here, click here for EIN, this is where it's going to take you guys, right? Simple site. Most of the time it's available. Apply online now. That's what you're going to be looking for. This is the IRS government site because that's who's going to provide that federal employer identification number. So when you click on that, it's going to tell you that you can begin the application. So once you hit that begin application, what are you forming? I was forming a limited liability corporation. I'm going to hit continue. From there, I'm going to hit continue again. How many members? One. Please select the state territory. You're going to put the state that you are forming, that you've already sent the paperwork in for your limited liability corporation. Hit continue. Definitely want to read up on that. Hit continue again. Started a new business. And this is as far as we're going to go on that form. So once you hit start a new business, then it's going to ask you all of the different things right here. Your first name, your middle name, your last name, your social security number or your TIN. I am one of the owners, members of the managing member of this LLC, and then you'll hit continue. All right, so once you finish all of that paperwork, it's going to be real simple. At that point, you will be able to receive your employer identification number. Now, remember, once you got your employer identification number and you've received the information back from the state, then you want to open up a bank account. So what I suggest is that you already have a banking relationship. What you want to do is you want to check with that bank, and then you want to ask them a simple question. That question is, in order for me to open up a corporate bank account or a business bank account, what docs do I need to present? And then they're going to either give you a checklist or they're going to tell you. Most of the time, what they really are going to need is that corporate charter as well as the employer identification number, right? So then once you have that information, you'll be able to click for banks. Now, if you decide that you don't want to build it with the bank that you're already with, you can Google best banks for corporations, best banks for startups. But if you click this link, what it's going to do is it's going to take you to this resource that I found for people who, ask for a resource. And it's going to tell you the different banks that you can use. Now, what I like about this page is it'll break down like no fees, apply online in 60 seconds. They have a mobile banking app. You definitely want that for your business account. That's Bluevine, mobile check deposits. So all these different banks is going to tell you some of the perks, right? $50 minimum opening deposit, You won't be required to keep a monthly balance. So you want to write down all of these different things, and then that way you can find the business account that's going to work best for you. So here we are, Chase. A lot of people are familiar with Chase Bank. Bank of America has business accounts, so forth and so on. North One. So you can read through this list, decide which one of those options might work for you, and then get started. All right. So now, I am a veteran. I do have a Navy Federal business account. And what Navy Federal required from me was an operating agreement. So, as simple as possible, I just went online and clicked for an operating agreement for a LLC. So, the first thing I did was I went to this site here. There was a small fee involved, but it was real simple. So, I just put in their search bar, operating agreement. Oh, there it is, right? Then I selected my state, which was a state I incorporated in, North Carolina, create document. All right. And so all these things that you see on the side, most of these you're going to be filling in. And then once you finish, they'll show you what the price was. I'm not sure what the price is, but it was a minimum amount. And you'll have a really nice document. Now, even if your bank doesn't say that you need this, I think that it's something that you should do because it'll definitely help you when it comes to, doing your business plan and things of that sort, right? All right. So, like I said, there's a small fee involved with that. So, at that point, guys, we've just covered the steps to take for incorporation as well as setting up your bank account so that you can position yourself to not only one, be recognized by the state, two, be recognized by the IRS, and three, put yourself in a situation so that you'll be able to take advantage of the different grants, loans, programs out there, whether they're from an uh, federal institution, whether it's from a nonprofit, anything that's out there that'll be able to give you money, you will be recognized and be able to take full advantage. Whereas some people who they may be making money already, but they're not recognized by the state, and they may not even have a bank account that's a corporate bank account. They may just be, kind of commingling or have a cash app or something like that set up that they're receiving money from. But that is something that you also want to look at. When it's time to pay you, you want to get paid. So whether it's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Stripe, any of those payment services, Square, you want to make sure that you also have that attached to your corporate bank account. All right. So the last thing I'm going to share with you guys is my site. You can visit mrkenblake.com/contact big. If you guys just need a little assistance there, we can do a clarity session. That's 15 minutes. It's free. It's limited only to one meeting. And then we'll just sit back and, I'll listen to see exactly what it is that you want to do. And what I'll try to do uh, is identify, based on the information you tell me, what you're passionate about, but more so important, what your skill set is, because sometimes your passion may be something that doesn't pay. But if your skill set can pay you, you can make enough to have the freedom and success that you're looking for to have more time to work on your passion. All right. So once again, guys, Ken Big Blake with canbigblake.com. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. And I would also like for you guys to know that we are now completed with the steps to take. If there's anyone that has any questions, you can ask them now. For those of you who don't like to ask questions online, what you can do is just reach out back to the email that you received that you registered on. Once you put that question in there, I'll provide that answer. At the end of the month, the last weekend of the month, you'll receive all of the questions that were asked that month for all of the different lessons. You'll also receive those videos. and you'll also receive, you know, a little bit of something that you can use to share this process if you found value. All right. So with that said, is there anyone here that has any questions? All right, great. So we got that taken care of in 20 minutes. And the way it works is after I finish just sharing that information, you guys can always go back through the video that's here. It's going to be on our YouTube channel for Think Big Radio. And you can slow it down. You can take your time and make sure that you tell someone. And always remember this: think big. Thanks for joining, guys. Take care.